I love this land. My boys grew up here, and when we found this place, it was just like a different world. It was a great place for the boys to grow up. And once we got acquainted with the property, I could let them go, even when they were little. I could just let them run, and I was not worried about anything happening to them. And the longer we lived here, the more we discovered about the plants and the birds and the trees, and just every day was an adventure. There were so many options for me that I found it very easy to draw up the document that suited me. I didn't have to worry about, well, you can't do this and you can't do that. I decided what needed to be done and what I wanted to prevent being done. So I felt that I was in control. There were certain things that I remember that I needed to agree to, but that was being inspected every year to make sure that I was complying with the contract. Basically, I think it was a good thing. And I'm glad there was a template, something for me to go on. It was a guideline. But I sat down before I even saw the template, and I wrote a list of things that were important to me about land use here. And I was able to incorporate all of them into the final easement document. When I told my family about it, I'd already made my decision, and my kids did not know what an easement meant. They thought it meant that this land was no longer going to be part of the family. They thought that, my son said, "You mean we can't come out and walk in the woods anymore?" So I said no. And we explained it all, and they were very, very happy that I had made that decision. My advice to anybody who is considering doing this is to talk to someone who already has an easement and find out what they did, what the decisions they made. Because some people have land that has like a good pond on it. There may be very rare plants or flowers or a different kind of forest structure that they want to protect. And so I think the fact that you can make the easement an individual document is very important, so people can tailor it to their own needs. I wanted to make sure that this land was not developed. And it didn't have anything extra special except the fact that my family grew up here and we loved it, enjoyed it, and I wanted it to be protected. A good many years ago, I ran this place as a bed and breakfast for birders, and at that time I know I had encountered on this property 137 species. I don't think I've gone to my list to check since then, but I've added a few more. And I've lost a few because the habitat has changed. Each spring, I look forward to the migration with great anticipation. And for the last good many years, there has been a wood thrush come and sit in the backyard right at the edge of the woods and sing and sing and sing. Mm-hmm. And I know wood thrush numbers are reduced by, I would guess, close to 85% through loss of habitat. Also, once in a great while, I will have a hermit thrush that will nest way back in the woods here. And the hermit thrush, I think, has the most glorious song I have ever heard. It's flute-like and it is ethereal. And the wood thrush is also flute-like, but I think I prefer the hermit thrush. And it reminds me of where I grew up also, those songs. So those are very special to me.